Next inhale. Oh, release. Uh-huh. Let me get my glasses so I can figure out where we're at. All right. I have to get this recording on. Got it. Are we in? Monica? All right. Phil, are you there? Anybody there? All right. I'm going to continue on. All right, so we finished with our having the hand on the head, a little bit of pressure. We release that. We're sitting in a staff pose. We're going to begin some neck rotations. But before we do it, we're going to gaze up, inhale up at the ceiling, and exhale, bring our chin to our chest. Inhale, gaze up at the ceiling. At the same time, you're pressing down on your sitting bones and rooting down with your feet. You're anchoring into your chair. Exhale, chin to chest. From here, we're going to begin rotating left ear to left shoulder, up and around, right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder, continuing looking up. Exhaling down, right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest. All right, let's reverse the cycle. Inhale, right ear to right chest, right shoulder, gaze up at the ceiling, left ear, left shoulder, exhaling down, chin to chest. Keep moving one more time around, nice and easy. We're just working out those neck muscles, top of the chest, the higher back muscles. And when you completed your second rotation, come back to a neutral gaze. Good. Focus on your breath again. Bring your hands to heart center. Raise your elbows up, pressing your hands closer together. A little opening in between the shoulder blades. If it's available to you, bring your right elbow to your left knee. And a little twist in here. Just hold the pose. Take a couple of breaths here. Good stretch on the right side of your body. Make sure that right foot stays rooted into the mat. Inhale back to heart center. Raise your head up towards the ceiling. Exhale, left elbow goes to right knee. If that's available to you, just breathe here. Good stretch on the left side of the body. Press those sitting bones down. You do not want to lose your balance. Inhale back to center. Now, extend your hands that are joined to prayer all the way out in front of you, straightening your arms. Continue to press your hands closer together. The pressure is in the hands, in the palms, and in the finger points. Keep everything working, pressing down with your sitting bones, drawing the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. With your next exhale, bring your clasped hands over to the left. Continue to press into your hands. Just breathe here. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bring your hands over to the right. Continue to press your palms closer together, your finger points closer together. Squeeze them as we're getting a little twist on the left side of the body. Inhale, bring your hands back to heart center. Realign your posture, straight spine. Release your hands down alongside your hips. Inhale, bring hands up to the ceiling, gaze up at your hands. On the exhale, we're going to bring the right hand onto the left knee. The left hand goes behind the back, if this is available to you. Otherwise, just grab onto the chair or whatever is available to you. Inhale, straighten the spine, lifting the gaze up towards the ceiling, and exhale, twist, looking out over your left shoulder. Take a couple of breaths here, working with your breath, still allowing it to happen. As you inhale, you relax in the pose. You exhale, maybe move a little deeper. Just be patient with yourself. Play with it. Your next inhale is going to bring your gaze, and only a gaze, over your right shoulder. So inhale and look out over your right shoulder. Crossing the midline, still pressing down with our sitting bones, rooting down with our feet. Nice straight spine. Take a couple of breaths here. With your next inhale, bring your hands back up over your head towards the ceiling, raising them up, looking up at your hands and reaching up. Exhale, left hand down to the right knee. The right hand goes to the back of the chair, your hips, whatever is available to you for this twist. Inhale, press down, root down with your feet and draw the crown of your head up towards the ceiling as you straighten that spine. Exhale, twist now, looking out over the right shoulder. Work with your breath. You inhale and relax. Exhale, maybe there's more room as you twist a little deeper in the pose. Make sure both feet and both hips remain secure on the ground. One more breath here. And with your next breath, you're going to bring your gaze, and only your gaze, over your left shoulder. So inhale and twist, looking at your left, bringing your gaze over your left shoulder. Keep that spine straight. Always being the crown of your head being drawn up towards the ceiling. And we'll work with your breath again, a couple of breaths here. Next, inhale. Releasing out of the pose, bringing both hands back up to the ceiling. Reaching up. Exhale, bring your arms to a T. Palms facing the front of the room, the front of your mat. Reach out with those fingers. Spread your fingers wide. Thumb pointing towards the ceiling. Now, on the exhale, point the thumb down towards your mat. Working on the rotator cuffs here on the shoulder. Inhale, point the thumbs up towards the ceiling, and then bring them towards the back of your mat, if that's available to you. Wherever you can, you bring that thumb. Keep the fingers spread wide. Try to find more distance between your hands as you find a nice stretch in the front of your chest. You're drawing your arms back. Exhale, thumbs down towards the mat. Maybe you can go a little deeper, bringing the thumbs towards the back of your mat. All up to you. There's no judgment here in this yoga practice. Inhale, one more time around. Bring the thumbs all the way to the back, wherever that is for you. And exhale, bring your hands back to your knees as we move into a couple of cat-cows. Inhale, gaze up at the ceiling, chest out, belly out, round back. Exhale, chin to chest, belly button to spine, round back. Inhale, the cow pose, gazing up at the ceiling, chest is expanded, belly is expanded, nice sway back. Exhale into your cat pose, real close to Halloween for a pissed off cat. Really round that back. Woo. Round the back. Bring your belly button to spine. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, one more cow pose. Nice, sway back. I got a little back bend in there. As you look up at the ceiling, good stretch in your neck, stretch in the upper chest. Exhale. One more pissed off cat. Belly button to spine and chin to chest. Real round back. Ooh. Inhale, come back to neutral. Let's shake it out. Roll those shoulders in one direction, those elbows, and then roll them in the opposite direction. Come to stillness. Bring your feet to the side edges of your mat. Your feet are at a 45-degree angle. Knees are over your ankles. Inhale, extend your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Reaching up, we're going to move into a forward fold gradually. On the exhale, just hinge at the waist, slowly coming down. At the halfway point, we're going to pause. Whatever the halfway point is for you, press your sitting bones back and reach out as far as you can, as if you were grabbing something off the table. Next exhale, we're going to come down a little bit. Or in fact, as far as you can, but nice and slowly, wherever that is for you. It may be your knees, maybe your shins, maybe your block, or it could be the mat. Wherever coming down is for you. Again, there's no judgment. I don't give any trophies or any medals for the greatest pose. You're all on your own. This is your practice. Root down with your feet here. Now, if this is available to you, see if you can grab opposite elbows with your hands. And then bring your chin to your chest. Under all circumstances, make sure you are secure in your chair. Press those sitting bones down. Press them down and back at the same time, so you find length in your spine. Draw your head either towards the front of the mat or down towards your clasped arms. Inhale, release those clasped arms if they were clasped. We're going to come to a half lift. That might mean the hands on the shin or the hands on the knees, wherever that is for you. Gaze forward, press the sitting bones back and root down with your feet. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. You're in half lift. Inhale, come all the way up. Nice and slow, equalizing that pressure. Straighten the spine, draw the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Inhale, extend the arms all the way up, reaching up. We're going into another forward fold. This time we're going to move a little faster. We're going to extend down on the exhale, and we're going to move into a twist. So prepare yourself. Right hand going to the left foot. And then as soon as the left hand arrives down by the right hand, extend the left hand on up to the ceiling. Look up at that left hand if that's available to you. If not, just hold on to your knee or keep that left hand alongside the left leg. Your option. The important thing is to stay safe here. Nice twist. Inhale, we're going to bring the left hand back down. Walk the fingers over to the center. Take a breath here. And now walk your fingers over towards your right foot or leg. Grab onto your right foot or leg with your left hand. Extend that right hand on up to the ceiling. Woo. And breathe. Working with your breath. Inhale and just relax. Exhale. See if you can move a little deeper in the pose. Breathe into it. We bring the right hand down to meet the left and walk your fingers over to the center. On the next inhale, we're going to come back to your seated staff pose. Bringing your knees back together, your feet back together. And we're going to straighten our spine. Shoulders back, shoulders down, away from the ears, hands alongside our hips, palms facing the front of the room or anchoring into our chair. Extend both feet out in front of you onto your heels. Still in the center of your chair. Now, lift your right leg up, your right foot, your right heel off the mat, straightening the right leg, if that's available to you. If you're secure and you would like to raise the left leg, give yourself the challenge. Raise both your left leg to meet your right leg. Keep the spine straight. Now you may be holding on to your seat, anchoring in so you stay secure. Raise your left arm parallel with your right leg, with your left leg and your right leg. Fingers are spread wide. If you feel comfortable enough and safe enough, extend that right hand out. We're in boat pose. Woo-hoo, balancing on the booty. Just breathe into it. This is a great pose for working on your core, keeping that spine straight. Draw the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Exhale, let's release. Let's release everything. Now, if it's available to you, just stomp your feet. Stomp your feet. Pause. Now just come to your tippy toes, raising your heels off the mat. Breathe here. Inhale your heels down now. Raise your toes and the balls of your feet off the mat. We're flexing our ankles. Anchor into your chair, holding on with both sides. Extend both feet straight out in front of you if that's available, or just extend one foot at a time. And we're going to rotate those ankles in one direction. Then rotate them in the opposite direction. Pause, point, and flex the feet, point and flex the feet, point and flex, point and flex. Return. We're going to do a couple more cat-cows. Place your hands on your knees. Inhale, gaze up. Draw your chest forward. Expand your belly. Exhale for your cat pose. Bring in your belly button to spine. Chin to the chest. Inhale for cow pose. Exhale for cat pose. Return to a seated staff pose. We're going to move into our warrior poses. So warrior 2 will be the first one we do. So if you can glide your hips over to the right side of your chair, turn that right foot over to the right, and you're still in the middle of your seat. See if you can work towards extending that left leg back and straightening it out. It's not always possible for everybody. The important thing here is that you do not jeopardize the safety of yourself by tipping out of the chair. So whatever you have to do to secure yourself properly, that's the most important thing. Now we have to arrange for our hips to open up to the side edges of our mat, and then extend our arms out for warrior 2. Spread the fingers wide. Look out over your right hand. Flip your right hand so it now faces the ceiling, and then drop your left hand alongside your left leg. Right hand goes up towards the ceiling, reversing our warrior. Good stretch on the right side of our body. One more breath here. Just reach up on the inhale, exhale, return to your warrior 2, and then come back to a seated staff pose, preparing for the opposite side. All right, so that left leg is out to the left side of your chair. Extend the right leg all the way back, whatever is available to you. Straightening that right leg if it is. If not, any way that you can bring that right leg back. We're moving into warrior 2. Your hips are facing the side edges of the mat. Extend your arms out to a T, palms facing down. You're looking out over your left hand. And we're in warrior 2. Good stretch here. Flip your left hand so the palm faces the ceiling. Drop your right hand down alongside your right leg and raise the left arm up to the ceiling. And breathe. You're looking at your left hand. You're in warrior 2, reversing the warrior now. Good stretch on the left side of the body. Inhale back to warrior 2, and then work your way back, all the way back to a seated staff pose. All right, in seated staff pose, we're going to inhale the left knee up about 3 inches off the mat. Exhale down. Inhale the right knee 3 inches off the mat. Exhale down. Inhale both arms up towards the ceiling. Real stretch here. And exhale your hands behind your head, making a clasp with your hands. Draw those elbows back and a good opening in the front of your chest. Now, if it's available to you, raising your left knee at the same time, bringing your right elbow down to your left knee. Exhale. And join the left knee with the right elbow. Just hold the pose. Good stretch in the upper chest. Good stretch for your hips. Still working on your core. Exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, raising the right knee about 3 inches or more and bringing your left elbow down to meet your right knee. So we can draw that right elbow up toward the ceiling while we're here. Just play with it. One more breath here. Inhale, back up to center. Release your hands. Bring your left knee up towards your chest. Place your hands around that left knee so you can bring it a little bit higher. With the next inhale, place the left ankle on top of the right knee, or option here, place the left ankle on top of the right ankle. We're moving into pigeon pose. So wherever you are, just breathe. If you have your left ankle on top of your right knee, hold on to your left foot with your right hand and your left knee with your left hand. Inhale, find length in the pose. Exhale, fold over, bringing your chest down towards your shin. Plenty of options here. Ankles crossed. Just bring your chest down towards your thighs. Whatever's available to you. Good opening for the hips where we hold all that stress, all that tension. Breathe, one more breath here. You inhale, release. You exhale, you move a little deeper, maybe, just maybe. We're inhaling out of the pose. And we're going to set up for the opposite side. Next, exhale, bring your right knee up towards your chest. Inhale and place either your right ankle on top of your extended left ankle, or place your right ankle on top of your left knee. Hold on to your right foot with your left hand and your right knee with your right hand. Inhale, straighten the spine wherever you are. Next, exhale, bring your chest down towards your shin. Or just bring your chest down towards your thighs. Breathe into it, working with your breath, always playing with it. This is your practice. Just balance the intensity with no attachment to the outcome. But always synchronize your breath with your movement. One more breath here. Inhale, coming out of the pose, wherever you are, coming back to a seated staff pose. Let's take a drink. I think we could use a little bit of a strap and work with the strap a little bit. So let's place the strap on our left shoulder. Always good to work on those shoulders. Inhale, extend the arms all the way up. Reaching up, press down, root down with your feet and your sitting bones. On the exhale, bend the left elbow, reach down with your right hand, grab the strap behind your back. Grabbing the strap. Now walk your fingers up the strap and down the strap to see if you can make any kind of a meeting between your finger points. And if not, just hold on to your strap. That's what it's there for. Breathe into it. We're going to exhale and bring the left elbow down towards the right knee if that's available to you. Exhale. A nice little stretch here for your shoulders and your lower back. Inhale, come on out, or come on back up. Continue to walk your fingers a little closer together if that's available to you. Exhale, we're going to release out of that, placing the strap on our right shoulder. From a seated staff pose, inhale, extend your arms all the way up. Bend your right elbow, grabbing onto the strap with your right hand, sweeping your left hand over to your back, to the strap. Walking your fingers up and down the strap. See if you can get a little closer. You're opening up those shoulders. Extend the spine. Reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Exhale and see if we can bring that right elbow down towards the left knee. Bring your belly button to spine. Always working with your breath. Accepting whatever is. Allow yourself to be curious. See if you can go a little deeper in the pose. Hold it a little longer. One more breath here. Inhale up. Exhale. Let's release the strap from the shoulders. Place the strap in front of us. Hold on to the strap in your fists and put a little bit of pressure, isometric pressure, drawing your fists further apart. Your arms are extended out in front of you, parallel with the mat. On the exhale, twist over to your left. Continue to keep the pressure on between your fists on the strap, as if the left fist is drawing you deeper into the pose, and the right fist is opposing it. Working with your breath, see if you can go a little deeper into the pose, into the twist. Inhale back to center. And we have the pleasure of moving over to our right side on the next exhale. Slowly move into the pose. Keep your spine straight, even though you're getting a little twist in it. Work the fists, isometric pressure between them. The right fist is drawing you deeper into the pose, and the left fist is resisting it. Press down, root down with your feet. Press down on your sitting bones. Do not want to lose our balance. Inhale, come on back to center. Release the strap, place it down by the side. Let's move into a little balance pose. We're going to move into the tree pose. Good seated staff pose. Turn your right foot out. Placing the right heel on top of the left ankle. If it's available to you, you could bring the sole of the right foot to the inner left thigh, only if it's available to you. Bring your hands to heart center, and you are in tree pose. You're balancing. A little bit of pressure between, if you're in the pose where your right foot is into your left thigh, a little pressure between the two of them. Press your left thigh in and your right foot in. if you would like to grow your tree. Inhale your arms up towards the ceiling. And then maybe you want to put a little bit of wind in the tree. Woo! Great job. Oh yeah. Come to stillness. Hands back to heart center. Release the right foot back down from wherever it was, back down to the mat, and prepare for the opposite side. So the left heel goes onto the right ankle. That might be your tree pose. Or you may want to place the sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. Hands to heart center, and you're in tree pose. Breathe here. You want to grow your tree. Inhale your arms up to the ceiling and put a little wind in the tree, challenging your balance all the time. The important thing is you stay secure and safe in your seat. Root down with that right foot into the mat. Root down with both sitting bones. We do not want to tip over at any time. Come to stillness. Bring your hands back to heart center. Release your left foot back down. Go back into a seated staff pose as you release your hands down alongside your hips. One more time, we're going to extend our right foot out to the right edge of the mat and the left foot out to the side edge of the mat. Inhale, extend the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Reaching up, pressing down with both feet and pressing down with your sitting bones. We're going to go into a forward fold, nice and slowly, pausing halfway down. You reach all the way out in front of you, press your sitting bones back. Draw the crown of your head towards the front of your mat. Next, exhale, bring those hands down wherever they land. Might be on your knees, your shins, a block, or the mat. And just breathe here. With your next exhale, if it's available to you, bring your chin to your chest and round your back. While we're here, if it's available to you, press into the balls of your feet and lift your heels off the mat. Working on those hips and the inner thighs. Just breathe. Exhale, release your heels back down. And now inhale and raise, press into your heels and raise the balls of your feet and your toes off the mat. Breathe here. Exhale, release the balls of your feet back down. See if you can bring your chin to your chest and move a little deeper into this forward fold. Breathe here. Next, inhale, coming up very slowly, equalizing the pressure, perhaps to half lift. Placing your hands on your shins, your knees, wherever that is, the half lift for your press your sitting bones back and draw the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Draw your shoulders away from your ears as you inhale up, coming back to a seated staff pose. In the seated staff pose, we're going to extend both arms straight out in front of us, fingers spread wide. We're going to bend the right elbow, place it underneath the left elbow, and twist. Exhale, twist over to the right, keeping our body facing the front of the mat, just drawing that left arm all the way over to the right side of our mat. Good stretch. We're working on the shoulders a lot today, so they'll be in great shape tomorrow. Be able to play whatever game you want to play. Breathe into it. Keep the fingers spread wide. Now see if you can lift that right elbow a little higher. Next inhale, we're going to release out of that, coming back, both arms extended straight out in front of you, bending your left elbow, placing the left elbow underneath the right elbow. Inhale, straight spine, crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Exhale, twist. Bringing that right arm over to the left side, keeping your body facing the front of your mat. Inhale and see if you can raise that left elbow just an inch or two higher. Keep the fingers spread wide at all times. Press down on your sitting bones and root down with your feet. Inhale, coming back to center. Unwind. Place your hands on your elbow, on your shoulders, and rotate your arms, your elbows to the forward direction. Pause and rotate them in the opposite direction. Giving them a little massage. We really worked on them today. Pause. Release back to a seated staff pose as we move into a couple more cat-cows. It's a basic pose, but it really opens up your chest, the front of your body, and your back. So I'd like to continue doing that. Inhale for cow pose. Nice sway back as we look up at the ceiling, bring our belly and our chest forward. Exhale into cat pose. Nice round back, belly button to spine and chin to chest. Really expanding the openings in the ribs, giving length to the spine. Inhale, gaze up at the ceiling for cow pose, shoulders back. Nice opening for the chest. Nice opening for the neck, front of the neck. Exhale into cat pose, chin to chest, expanding the back of the neck, belly button to spine. Come back to neutral. Move yourself to the back of your chair and bring your right foot or your right knee up towards your chest. If you can reach down and grab your right foot with your right hand and extend that right leg out, straightening your right leg. You're leaning against the back of your chair. You're pressing into that left foot, rooting down. Now draw that right leg out, not any portion of 90 degrees, 45 degrees. Opening up those hips. Inhale, bring that right leg back in, release the right foot. Raise the left knee, grab onto the left foot with the left hand, straightening the left leg. Got a lot going on here. Good stretch for the upper portion of the body on the left side. Good stretch for your calf muscle and your hamstrings. Now, if it's available, extend that left leg over to the left, 45 degrees or 90 degrees, whatever is available to you. Make sure you're safe in your seat. Both sitting bones are pressing down and you're rooting down with the right foot. You might want to anchor in with your right hand. Whatever you do is fine. Inhale, draw that left foot back in, release, shake everything out. Shake it out good. As we move into our final resting pose, if you would like to lay on your mat, your option. Wherever you are, just focus on your breath. Eyes open, eyes closed, whatever you choose. Draw your attention to your breath. Just allow it to flow softly and quietly, and then watch it as it moves without trying to change it. Feel and visualize it as it flows through your nose, down through your throat, and into your lungs. And then as easily and naturally as the breath flows into your body, allow it to flow out effortlessly. Just allow your mind to become completely absorbed in your breath. Anytime your mind starts to wander, just gently bring it back into the fold. If you were lying on your mat, begin to wake yourself up by wiggling your fingers and your feet. Eventually bringing your knees to your chest, and rocking side to side, and eventually coming to a seated, comfortable position. Those of you who are remained in your chair, we bring our hands to heart center. I want to thank you for allowing me to guide you through this practice. It's always an honor and a pleasure, which I truly treasure. And the light in me sees the light in each and every one of you. When we bring that light together, we produce peace and harmony throughout the universe. Namaste. You all there? Anybody there? Hello?